Greetings again, and this is the Art of Public Speaking, Chapter 5. And this Chapter 5 is about selecting a topic and a purpose. First, we're going to talk about is choosing a topic. As you approach choosing a topic, there are a number of things that you can do to pick a topic. You can think about topics you know a lot about. If you know a lot about a topic already, it can actually help you get a running start into it. You can also think about topics that you might want to know more about, especially in regard to the informative speech, because there may be topics that you want to learn about that you do an informative speech on, and then that fills in some gaps, maybe of your own personal knowledge, things you've been meaning to learn. Another area to do is just to brainstorm for topics. You might sit together with friends, family. If we were in the classroom, we have group meetings on a regular basis, several throughout the year, and then the students help each other pick a topic, which we can do that on a discussion board possibly. We haven't really gotten into that yet, though. Brainstorming for topics includes just doing a personal inventory of things that you know about, things that you think about, things that you're interested in. You can also do what's called clustering, where you take a topic or an area and think of areas beneath that might be interesting to you, such as, for instance, places. If I was going to do a list of places, I would probably start with maybe the Grand Tetons, possibly Yellowstone, Yosemite, the Grand Canyon. I might start with places I've been, places I want to go to, Yellowstone, the Northeast, Maine, areas like that I haven't been to yet. That might be how I cluster it. Another thing you can do is just do an internet search. I can guarantee you this. If you go on the internet right now and just put in informative speech topics, you're going to come up with thousands of topics. If you go on the internet right now and you just put in persuasive speech topics, again, you're going to come up with thousands of persuasive speech topics. The next section is on determining your general purpose. This book has two, most have three, and I'll include three. One is to inform. You're just trying to educate or to help someone learn something. The second is to persuade, to try to get someone to change either their thoughts, their beliefs, their values, or their actions. And so the two different general purposes. The final one is to entertain. Now, those who can just entertain, of course, we know how that works. They get paid a lot of money to do entertainment. It actually is the highest paying of the jobs. Persuasion is the next highest because it's the next hardest to do. And then, of course, to inform. Determining the specific purpose, you have to narrow it down to a specific topic where you focus on an aspect of a topic, and you have a phrase with a single infinitive phrase that indicates exactly what you hope to accomplish with your speech. It might relate to the upcoming election this fall. You might give a speech advocating that we should vote for either a senator or a presidential candidate that you believe should be elected. You might actually do one in which you're telling us why we should or should not vote for somebody that is particularly a person that you don't think should be in office. Is another thing that can be done. But determining your specific purpose is very important, because if we don't know specifically what it is we want the audience to either, in terms of persuasion, either to know, believe, or do, then we really don't know where to start with our research. Some tips for formulating the specific purpose statement. You want to write it as a full infinitive phrase, not as a fragment. To vote for Bill Smith is not a specific purpose. It is not a specific purpose statement. Today, I want to encourage the entire class to vote for Bill Smith for Senate. That is a specific purpose statement. You want to express it as a statement, not as a question. Very important thing to do. Avoid figurative language. We don't want to be metaphoric in our specific purpose statement. We want to limit our purpose statement to one distinct idea, one idea, not two, never two. If there's an and in your specific purpose statement has gone astray. You want it to not be vague or general, but very, very specific. Exactly what is it you want us to know, believe, or do? Or what is it you want us to learn if it's an informative speech? Some questions to ask yourself about your specific purpose. Does it meet the assignment? I've actually had students come up for a persuasive speech to say, today I want to inform you about this. That's not the right specific purpose statement. I've also had students come up for an informative speech, say that today I want to persuade you to do this. That's not the right focus for an informative speech. Can I accomplish my purpose in the time allotted? You have to think about that. Is the purpose relevant to my audience? And if so, how can I make it clear to my audience through the specific purpose statement that it is relevant to them? Is the purpose too trivial for my audience? I will tell you this, for your persuasive speech, and for your informing speech, they need to not be lightweight topics. I've had students who derailed their grade in the class by giving a lightweight topic. I actually had a student get up and say, today I'm going to explain to you why Walmart is better than Kmart. Well, okay, but what is that really something that needs to be done in a speech? Is the purpose too trivial for my audience? We asked that already. Is the purpose too technical for my audience? There's a certain level at which you might get speaking too technically for the audience, and you might lose the audience, and that's something you don't want to do. Talks about the central idea. The central idea is a concise statement of what you expect to say. So it's not just what it is you want to accomplish, but what you expect to say. It's a little summary of what the contents of the speech are going to include. Some guidelines for the central idea: make sure that it's expressed in a full sentence. Make sure it's not the form of a question and not vague or general. Again, it's really the same as the specific purpose statement. And that is the chapter 5, chapter on developing a topic and a purpose for your speech.